Hey guys, it's Chelsea Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking baseball and we're doing it rapid fire style. We're going to go down the line, pick 5 games, and hopefully give you some winners, and if not, at least some good information to base your bets on. We've got Sean Higgs joining us. Sean, I'm going to get right to it. Giants Reds for the first game on the slate. We've got the Reds as home favorites, minus 135. Total is 8.5 runs. Tyler Mahle on the mound for the Redlegs. Johnny Cueto, former Red himself, going for the Giants. Who do you like, or what's the play?
Line is on the move here. It was 130, now 135. I'm seeing some 145s popping up, and I am on Mahle here and the Reds. Give me Tyler over Cueto. Off of his DL stint, last 2 games, not too good for Johnny. And I know San Fran has been playing really good. Who had him in first place right now? Not me for sure. So give me Cincy here as a little home fave. Get it done. I like Tyler Mahle, so I'm hoping he continues his good pitching. I mean, he's got a sub-3 ERA. Could keep it up. Maybe look at the under here, but I am on the Reds tomorrow, minus the number.
Yeah, I'll look at a first 5 under in this one just because I want to stay away from the Reds bullpen. It has not been very kind to under betters. Let's take a first 5 under, 4.5 if you can get it. It might be 4 in some places. But I think Johnny Cueto can do well enough to keep this under the total of 4.5. And plus, we've seen on some of these getaway days, which I'm assuming is since this game's at 12:35 p.m., that it's probably a getaway day. It seems like these guys are ready to get out of town. And we've seen unders hitting in a lot of them. So I'll ride that trend. First 5 under, Giants, Reds. Moving on to the next game on the slate, Nats and Cubs. We've got Joe Ross on the mound for the Nationals. Trevor Williams on the mound for the Cubs. Cubs home favorites, minus 125. We do not have a total because we're filming this early, and as we all know, Wrigley
I'm seeing a 10. I'm
some,
seeing a 10, early number at 10 right now
10.
for that game. Yeah.
Because it can change a lot based on the weather at Wrigley.
I'm looking at the Cubs here, believe it or not. I'm down on the Nats. I thought they'd be a little better this year. Not playing well. 2 straight losses. Joe Ross, not somebody I want to back. And Trevor Williams, don't be fooled by that 6+ ERA. At home, pretty good in 4 starts. He's got 2 wins and a 3.15 ERA. So I'll take the Cubbies here. Small fave. Let's go Chicago. Get it done here at home.
Yeah, the Nationals have not been good on the road this season. Just 7-12 on the road. Usually that's to the Cubs' problem, but they are at home in this one where they own a 15-8 record. I'll take the home team here as well at minus 125. Moving on to the Astros and the A's. Always an entertaining series between these two, but definitely not the powerhouse arms from these squads. Luis Garcia on the mound for Houston. Cole Irvin, the lefty, going for the A's. You've got Oakland plus 100 at home. So the Astros favored minus 120. Total is 8.5 runs. Who do you like? What's the play?
It's Luis Garcia and Cole Irvin. Wow, I was looking for Mike Scott and Dave Stewart matchup for this game, but I'm a little late to that game. You know what? I'm taking Cole Irvin here. His last 6 starts, the guy's got a tidy 1.89 ERA. He's dealing a little bit. So I'm going to look to him, although Houston has really controlled the series a little bit. I'm going to fade that. I know they're both hot. Oh, I should say they're both hot, coming to win the 7-10. But give me the A's here to get it done here. As a dog, I mean, Irvin's pitching good. Give me the Cole. Cole in your stocking's good on a Thursday afternoon. We'll take some Cole.
Right. I have not fared well in this Astros A series, so I'm going to stay away from this one. I did get Astros first 5 correct, I think maybe yesterday, but other than that, it's been really tricky for me. So I don't want to waste people's hard-earned money. That's a no-go for me.
I
had
Houston yesterday too. I was tough. That was a tough loss late. I'm like, come on.
Oh yeah, the bullpen blew it late in the game. So yeah, I'm staying away. Marlins Phillies next on the slate. We've got the Phillies at minus 120. Total is 8 runs. Vince Velasquez, a former Houston Astro himself, going against Sandy Alcantara, the righty for the Marlins, who was really good last season. One of their better starters that used to go deep in games, but I know he's been coming off some injuries, I believe. Marlins 3-7 over their last 10. Phillies 5-5 over their last 10. Who do you like, or what's the play here?
Yeah, so total is 7.5, now 8. Why is it going up here? I know Alcantara hasn't been that sharp. Take out the bad game versus the Dodgers, and that 4 ERA comes down to 2.72. So, all right, you give up like 8 runs in an inning, it's going to get a little jacked up. But otherwise, he's been pitching pretty good. And Vince over here, totally, where'd this come from? Replaces Matt Moore, gets another shot at the rotation, and his 5 starts at 2.84 ERA. Good for him, because Lord knows I've lost a ton of money waiting for that guy to come around. and fading them early was no treat. But I like the Phillies here, and I'm also going to look at the under. So pick or choose, whatever you want to do there. Phillies under. Philly gets it done. I'm backing Vince here. I just like the lineup a little bit better than Miami, so I'll lay the short number here.
Yeah, everyone is acting surprised about Vince Velasquez, but as I mentioned, he was a big time prospect for the
Prospect,
Astros
yeah.
coming up. So he has some filthy stuff in his arsenal. And Sandy Alcantara, as I've mentioned, really good last season for the Marlins. And I think at some point he's going to revert back to that. As you mentioned, he's had one bad one that kind of skewed his ERA. I'll take an under in this one and hold my nose and hope for the best. That's usually how you play the unders.
That's
Moving on
it.
to the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. We've got the Blue Jays home favorites here, minus 131 in Dunedin. Total is 10 runs, a really high total. Nick Pivetta on
Big
the mound
total.
for the Red Sox. Steven Matz, the lefty, going for the Jays. Who do you like, Sean?
And I'm actually seeing a couple 9.5s popping up right now, believe it or not, on this one. So take that. Who knows? I don't know why. I mean, Pavetta, best pitcher on Boston. Who saw that coming? Speaking of the Phillies, he's an old Philly guy.
Right.
Now here he is with he's allowed 2 or less runs at 6 of his 8 starts. Not too bad. Like a 188 batting average against. He's pitching pretty good. It's tough to go against somebody who's pitching like that when you got Matz on the other side, who's been total up and down. 17 runs his last 4 games, 3 runs in his first 3. I mean, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. I can't curse, but
Mr.
Mr.
Matz.
Bad, Mr. Matt. I mean, hey, sorry, and I like Matt. I thought it was a nice little pickup for them, but he hasn't been a good Matt. He's been a welcome Matt for the opposing hitters for sure lately. So I'm going to take the Red Sox here as a small doggy.
Well, and he's going against one of the best offenses in baseball. So it's not all his fault, if he does give up some runs, because the Red Sox are firing on all cylinders when it comes to that offense. And as I've said in some of our other videos, I really like the Red Sox in the first 5. It's a trend that I've been following, and they're one of the most profitable teams in the first 5.
Yeah.
12-9-4 at home, but 9-4-4 on the road. And overall, they are 21-13-8. So 21 wins coming in the first 5. And if you look at first 5 records for pitchers, Nick Pivetta, one of the most profitable this season, going 6-1 with 1 push. So
Yeah.
I will be on the Red Sox first 5,
like
hoping that potent offense will get going early. That's going to do it, I believe. Yes, that's all 5 games.
That's 5.
For MLB Rapid Fire. For me, Chelsea, for Sean, for us at Picks and Parlays. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a promo code. The code is PLAYOFFS for 20% off the entire site of picksandparlays.net.